Well, hi guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry, and as promised in my last video, I was going to bring you along for how I can up this tuna, and it couldn't be easier. Now we're working with cold tuna. I cleaned the fish. Hopefully you guys got to see the video. For my first time, I did a good job of getting the fish all cleaned up, and it was an experience. It was all about the experience. So I'm super excited. Now I'm just gonna cut it into pieces to go in the jars. And that's how easy this is. It doesn't get any easier. If there's pieces that I feel like I need to rinse, or, got a little bit something I don't like, that's what that paper toweling's for. So let's come on in close. We're gonna load these jars. I'm going to start with my wide mouth jars first because that's what I have the abundance of, and it'll be easier to get them, get the tuna out of the jar as well. So you guys want to come in? Ooh, this knife is sharp, even after cutting up that tuna yesterday. I'm telling you, the hide on a tuna fish is a little bit tough. I didn't expect that, but all good. I'm super excited. So let's come in and get this. I see a little scale there. Get this all cut up and in the jars, and we're gonna start canning tuna. And if this is as good as everyone says, and I'm gonna use my own judgment, then there's a bone, so that's gotta go. If it's as good as everyone says, I'm going back to get some more. All right, come on. So I do want to point out, albacore has a lot of oil in it. Again, we have something that's oily and fatty, and going in a jar, it will not cause the seal not to seal. So don't be too concerned about that kind of stuff. I'm gonna get my next jar out and keep filling. So I'm gonna probably put you on fast forward and let you see the process. Well guys, the canning session is over. Now this went for 100 minutes. That's an hour and 40 minutes. I actually, once the canner came down off of pressure, I let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then I took the weight off and let it sit for another 10 minutes. And now I'm got the lid off. I have one Tatler lid, and that'll be the jar that I probably use tomorrow. We'll see. Hopefully I get 100% seal rate, which I usually do. I can still see that these are boiling in the jar, but thankfully it does not smell like fish in here. I was kind of worried about it. I've canned salmon before, and if you rush the process, you're gonna get a fishy smell in your house. Now I will wash my canner out with a really good vinegar wash. But check this out. It's still boiling in the jar. I don't know if you can see that. You can see the air pockets that are in there, but oh yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited. I'm hoping that this was worth the adventure. Well, I know it was worth the adventure, but I'm hoping it was worth the added expense. And I'm gonna do a side-by-side taste test for you. So I always buy Kirkland brand albacore tuna, or they sometimes will carry a wild caught variety of albacore, and it's not inexpensive by any means, but 7-ounce jars. So I'm gonna do a side-by-side taste test for you, and I'm gonna tell you exactly my opinion in another video. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this little adventure and the canning session. I'll come back when I'm taking all the jars out, and yeah, I'm I'm excited. I just don't want to rush this process. I don't want to lose any headspace. I don't want my jars to evacuate any liquid because that'd be like liquid gold. Okay guys, it is time to take the jars out of the canner. I have got 12 pints. I've let this really rest. There's still some boiling going on, but it's been resting like this with the lid off for about a half hour. So you gotta know it should be done venting. I'm hoping. Anyway, I don't want to lose anything. And woo, I'm super excited. I cannot wait to taste this. This is probably, ouch, probably my most anticipated taste test is how this is gonna taste, because I've never had home canned tuna. I've had home canned salmon, I've had home canned cod, I've canned a lot of fish, but I haven't had this. And I thought, you know what? I haven't ever brought you guys along for that long canning session, because it is so long that okay, here we go. Be sure, don't tip your jars, because all you're going to do is vent out more liquid. They're gonna dry. We gotta wash these tomorrow anyway. There is a little bit of oil in the canner, and I expected that because of the nature of this, and beans that I put water in there on a raw pack. I expected to have some of that, but I've already got sealed jars, so I'm good. All right, woo, maybe I'll bring you along for washing the jars and getting this all done. Guys, if this is something that you've been interested in doing, I hope that it inspires you to try your hand at home canning. You know what? This is really super easy. You know exactly what went in the jar. I didn't even add salt. I just add a little bit of purified water, filtered water, to the jars of the fresh tuna and canned it. Done. One single ingredient, basically. So I hope that it inspires you, and if you like this sort of stuff, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up, maybe subscribe to my channel, and I don't know, share it on your Facebook page. All right guys, share my channel. All right, we'll see you next time when we're tasting this.